Hello everybody, my name is Steven Marcateros, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This time we are going to be looking into the situation which arose from the accident of Jeb's death. I know, I really did not mean to kill him, but it's just something that happened. And I really hope that we don't have to kill any more of the original pilots, but unfortunately, sometimes they gotta go. Sometimes they gotta die. Sometimes we have to take drastic measures. So the only part of our space center that we have upgraded is our launch pad area. Yes, the area from the vehicle assembly building to the launch pad. And it's still not even fully upgraded, but it's looking a little bit more thrifty than it was. I mean, before it was just, I think, what was she was mashing? Shift to go around really fast? Yes, hold shift. You can go around really fast. Yep, you are correct indeed. You can now give people seizures in the Space Center. How amazing. You know, Squad, I will really chide you for some of the really interesting things that you have put in this game that were probably not actually necessary. So yes, there is that, and yes, the Kerbin roamer debris is over in the mountain area. Yes, really sorry about that one, guys. I really didn't mean to kill Jeb. But I know recently I haven't been making many videos, and I know I've said this like a million times, and I'm gonna take like just a second out of your video right here, just to give you a public information message. You know, I'm sorry. I'm taking driver's ed. I'm taking AP classes. There's lots of work to do. I get home. I do homework for about an hour, and then I just try to relax, kind of stress down, study for another hour, then I leave for like 2.5 hours, I come back for an hour, and that 1 hour I get at the end of the day, that 1 hour is my free time. Monday through Friday. I know, it's amazing. Today's Saturday. As you can probably know, it's a Saturday night. You probably see this Sunday. You know, very good about that one. You guys were complaining about lighting last time. I put up one of the umbrella lights there, so now lighting should be absolutely fantastical. We got a nice fluorescent light on us. And while I take a look around our science-y area, I will quickly explain to you why the light system is better now. Actually, I'll explain that when we're actually flying something that's worthwhile. Okay, let's look around. We have 25.7 science, so we can't actually get any of the upgrades. I believe I just got science tech, which is why I was going around Kerbin to collect new data. And obviously, Jebediah died. If we go into our... Oh, that's the spaceplane hangar, Steve. Why? Why, Steve? Why? Why would you go into the spaceplane hangar when you're trying to go to the... what do they call this? Sorry, I'm holding up a Culver's cup. They call this the Academy. No. I call it something. But Jebediah Kerbin, now missing in action. I know. We can somehow dismiss him even though he's dead. That makes little sense to us, but it's just something that happened. Okay. So what are we going to do? We're probably going to actually get around to roaming Kerbin again, because that was a pretty good idea of what I had. And it'll be really nice if I could get some scientific data so I can advance my space program slowly but surely, as well as complete some of the different contracts that they have laid out for me. Actually, I'm going to look... Actually, I can see the contracts from here. Right now, I only have Explore the Moon. So if you look at our contract database... What could we get? What could we get? From visual surveys of Kerbin. Okay, yep, those are from all these different sites. See, test a liquid fuel engine. No, I don't think I actually want to do any of these. This leaves me in a very precarious situation, since we need to go to the moon, but we also need to get science. But we don't want to run out of money along the way. You know, let's see if we could actually go to the moon with the parts we have. Okay, so we have fuel tanks, we have solid rocket boosters, we have a decoupler, we have a battery. We don't have a solar panel, but we do have a battery. We could do it. We could do it. I'll try. Let's see what we can do. You know, we gotta take risks. If we don't take risks, then we're not going anywhere. So let's put ourselves on a fuel tank, get ourselves some radial decouplers. I think we'll use our four tanks, pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll do 4 landing tanks. Yeah. Don't want to run ourselves a bit thin with fuel here. You want to always give yourself as much as possible, especially when you're traveling to interesting places such as the moon. But where we're going to put the science lab at? Ooh, oh darn. Oh god, I'm still not putting these on straight at all. Oh gosh. There we go. Okay, much better. Yeah, where are we going to put the science lab, guys? Science Junior. We could make it ridiculously tall. Okay. We might have to end up going with that one. I don't think this weighs too much. This only weighs, what, mass of 0.2. Yeah, mass of 0.2 compared to the fuel tank, which is a mass of 2. Okay, yes, it's considerably lighter, actually. So it shouldn't have too much of an effect on us. Let's get some engines on these puppies. There we go. Get that one there. These are just the engines you always want to use. They have very good high ISP, which is basically just a better space fuel efficiency, if I can put it that way. So you use your fuel more efficiently, and therefore you can save fuel in the long run, although usually it burns at a much lower thrust level, so you have to burn for longer. You burn for longer, but then you get more use out of the fuel. So it's a very, very nice thing to have, very nice thing to take into consideration. Okay, let's stick ourselves a stack decoupler on, because stack decouplers are always the great things. You know, I sometimes wish I could stack a couple things in real life. You know, sometimes you just look at like a ceiling fan and you're just like, you know, I wish I could stack decouple that. I wish that I could just press a button and it would fly down onto the floor. What would be the purpose of that? what would the use for that even be? Oh god. Why? Oh, no, yes. Okay, yeah, if the ceiling fan came down right there, it would come down on you. It would literally, like, it would hit you, and then you wouldn't see anything pretty. Of course, it'd probably hit my monitor as well, and we'd all be dead. Oh, this video's off to a great start. Okay, let's put on our main stage. We don't actually have the big, long engines unlocked yet, do we? No, we do not. So I'll have to improvise. Improvisation. Improvisation is always something that has to be done in precarious situations. Oh my gosh, I'm like a whole boatload of rhymes today. So this is gonna be. Ooh, how am I gonna plan this out? This is gonna be the stage that takes us to the moon, eh? Yeah, and then well, this might have to boost us the rest of the way. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. And then we're gonna need something to actually make us lift off as well. Okay, this is where things get a little bit drifty. Okay, so we put on some decouplers. Okay, yes, like 4 of them. Okay, that's reasonable, right? It's reasonable at 4 decouplers. Yeah, I think I could live with that. And then we stick on 2 tanks here, and then we put some LVT 30 engines on. I believe the 30s, the difference between the 30 and the 45 is the 45 gets a lower thrust, but it has thrust vectoring, which is basically where you can turn the cone to actually direct where the spacecraft is going. Sort of like SpaceX. You know, if SpaceX hydraulic systems would actually work, then they wouldn't crash on their landing pads and make awesome explosions for us to watch, you know. But it's nice to see them actually developing something, because, you know, SpaceX has really taken quite good advantage of a lot of the space technology that we're using today. Like, they've really revolutionized what NASA did. And kind of how NASA revolutionized the Americas in the 60s, SpaceX is now revolutionizing for us today in the thousands, tens. Call this the tens? Oh god, that's always something I've never been able to figure out. What do you call this? What do you call the era we live in now? Do you call this the tens? What do you call the 2000s? I just call them 2000s. I call the 90s, the 90s, the 80s, the 80s, the 70s, the 70s. I call the 2000s the thousands. The tens, the 1910s. The 2010s? Just the 10s? It gets easier when we get to the 20s. Of course, I think everything ought to get a little bit easier when you're in the 20s, you know, especially if you've got some sort of, you know, boom time, lots of credit, lots of wages not going up, and lots of, what do they call them? What did they call the 20s? I forgot what they called the 1920s. Oh god, this is way more big of a deal than it actually should be. They have a name for the 20s, you know, like they give, the Roaring 20s, there we go. Roaring 20s, don't forget it. You'll have to use it in US history, I promise. Lots of times, especially Gilded Age, 1880s. That is the Gilded Age. Yes, you are coming. I'm looking for struts. There's no struts. Man, we are eternally screwed already. So, this thing could fall apart. We don't have any duct tape, so we're gonna have to play on luck here. We don't have any ladders either, really. We're gonna throw on some batteries, otherwise we probably definitely would not make this mission. A parachute would probably be a very nice thing to have. Science. Yeah, I guess we just throw on 2 of these babies, and then we call that a mission. Is this gonna work? This is probably. There's nothing even to let us take off here. There's none. Okay, this thing is gonna explode as soon as we go to the launch pad. It's gonna explode. Okay, let me name this to the Moon Explorer 1. Oh, this mission is gonna be horrible. There is no way this thing is actually going to work. Okay, and then yeah, this is looking how it's supposed to be. I really like how they did that. It's just, it works so well. And then these to a new stack. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I just imagine this thing exploding. Actually, it's 55 out of 30. Oh my god. Do we have too many parts? Do we have too many parts? What is the part limit? We meet all of the requirements besides the parts. I don't know if it's trying to tell me something there. Okay, let's just see what happens. This is a really expensive craft. So let's take it out to the launch pad. I hope it doesn't explode. I can't support the vehicle assembly building? Okay, let's save this. Let's leave the vehicle assembly building, then let's check, and let's see how much it would cost to upgrade such a fine building. More money than we have. Okay, so it looks like we are not going to the moon after all this time. I can officially say that. We are not going to the moon. We're not going to the moon at all. Oh, gosh, what is my camera doing? It is flashing, because I think its battery's going to die? We'll find out. I guess if the feed starts cutting out randomly at some point, we'll have to live with that. I thought I could record multiple episodes tonight. Apparently not. Whoopsie-doos. Maybe I'll just have to record something that doesn't use the camera for a face cam, but you know, whatever. So instead, I can't believe I just wasted all that time building a mooner craft that I'm not even sure we can use. You know, I really want to talk about lights. I really want to talk about lights right now, but I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it unless I'm actually flying in a craft. You know, why don't we bring up the Kerbin roamer and let's fix it up a little bit. There ought to be some issues. Look at the Kerbin roamer. It's so basic. There's nothing to it. Okay. So let's get rid of that. Let's put in a fuel tank here and one of those. And maybe a liquid engine there. We go 45. And then let's get ourselves some decouplers. There we go. 4 sounds good. And then put ourselves a solid rocket booster on. There we go. Okay, and then we put some of those on, and there we go. That's a rocket. That's a much more efficient rocket than we had before, I will say. Let's not try to land over the mountains as well. That was suicide. That was literally suicide. The definition of suicide was landing on those mountains. So we will not aim for the mountains. We will aim for something a little bit more reasonable. Okay, and yep, everything looks to be in working order here. We don't have any of those things on. We'd actually probably throw some on, couldn't we? Throw some on. Yeah, my science. Why was there no science modules when I launched this the first time? I called it the Kerbin roamer, and there was literally nothing aboard. Great. I feel very confident in myself now. Well, I feel like we're making this thing a little bit too tall. But you know, whatever we need to do to get it going. Okay, so let's save the let's save this to Kerbin roamer 2. My camera stopped flashing. Maybe it was just notifying me. I'm not sure. This camera is very distracting. Its battery level's going down. Okay, and so we got all our science modules. Probably throw a battery on the back just for good measure. Don't want to die. Okay. No, we're reaching part limit there. That's because I put it on double mode. There we go. If I put it there, yes, we meet the 30 parts. Okay, now, if it doesn't fall over on the launch pad because it's literally resting on one engine, we should be good to go. And I don't know why I named this Kerbin roamer 3. Okay, there we go. Saved. And who's flying it? Who's flying it? Bob Kerbin, the scientist. He's the scientist. Okay, anyway, yes. Save, launch. Okay, hold back. Hold back. Okay, we might need to take evasive action here. We might need to take off immediately. This might not end well. Okay. Has no operational SAS module and no pilots aboard. Cannot engage SAS. Wow. Glad we killed our only pilot now. Okay. You can still fly the craft. Yeah. Okay. But we just can't. We have no SAS system. Amazing. Okay. So we need to fly to the left. Yeah. We just need to fly over there. That direction. Yeah. Left-ish. Yeah. Okay. And then we need to fly over that desert. That's where I'm trying to go. Anyway, and so let's go. Let's 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, and we're off. And this is not off to a very good start at all. because I cannot control the direction of our vehicle. Okay, new stage, or actually just move stage 5. Okay, and okay, there we go. Now that's given us a, oh gosh, we're gonna waste so much fuel. Okay, you know, wherever we come down, I guess we're gonna have to take a couple of reports there. Why didn't we take a pilot on this mission? Why didn't we take a pilot? Why did we take Bill? Why did Jebediah have to die? He was so young. Oh gosh. And, okay. Well, now we have control of the craft again. Apparently, we were flying north. That's just where I'm gonna go now. Whatever. Let's go to the North Pole. Let's have a freaky time in the North Pole. Why not? There's literally nothing better to do. I can't check my map because my spaceship's flying all over the place. Okay. Probably want to be going a little bit more vertical than that. Come on, let's go. Come on, Bill Kerbin. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. I have confidence in you, Bill Kerbin. You're no pilot by any means, but you are at least living, and you haven't crashed yet. So I'm very, very proud of you, Bill Kerbin. Very, very proud of you. We're not even going to get off this weird African continent thing. I'm trying to get to the snow. You're not going to get me to the snow, are you? No, you're not, Bill. No, you're not. You're a disappointment to Kerbal kind. That's what you are, Bill. You're a disappointment to Kerbal kind. Okay, I'm messing with you, Bill. I am messing with you, indeed. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bill. Come on. Show us what you can do. Show us what you can do. Show us what you can do. Oh, well, we're getting pretty high up there. I think I'm gonna cut my my burn here, and then once we get up to Apoaps, I can try to lengthen my approach. Although that's a really far way to go. I'm trying to do that. Good gosh, Bill, will you just hold on to the steering wheel, sir? Hold on, and stop trying to flail your arms all over the place. It's getting very annoying. Oh my. Oh, come on. Okay, and let's go. Come on. Let's go, Bill. Let's go. You can do this. You can do this, Bill. I have confidence in you, Bill. Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. Come on. Come on. No, darn it. You ran out of fuel. You ran out of fuel halfway there. You are a disappointment. You know, if you would have been a pilot, if you could have used the SAS system, you may have actually had some sort of reasonable chance of surviving that. But you did not. Okay, let's observe the materials bay. 22.5 science from Kerbin's upper atmosphere caused interesting changes to gel samples. Seems like something is happening with the interior structure. Oh, that's very interesting. I will keep that data. Do we need to observe the mystery goo? We've never apparently mystery gooed here. That sounds weird. We'll keep the data. Seems to be getting very cold now. Okay, we'll keep that data. Crew report. I mean, want to take a crew report? There's nothing useful here. We're just flying down. Where are we gonna land? Where are we gonna land? Where are we gonna land? Land. I think that's a song. And shake, shake, shake. Oh god, I'm singing Taylor Swift. Oh no. Please, someone stop me. Someone stop me right now. Taylor Swift. Her music's okay. I'm not gonna like hate on Taylor Swift or anything. I have nothing against Taylor Swift. It's just that, you know, I'm not a big pop guy. If we land on those why are we headed towards the mountains? Bill, what did I say about mountains? Bill, no, Bill, no, Bill, no, Bill, no. No, Bill, no, don't do it, Bill. Do not intimidate, no, Bill, do not intimidate the mountains. Bill, no, Bill, no, bad, Bill, bad, very bad, no, stop heading towards the mountains. You know what happened to Jeb. You saw all those films. You saw the Kerbin, the detailed data report. Activate the parachute, Bill. You're gonna die otherwise. No, Bill. No, Bill. You're coming down on a hill. No, Bill. No. Bill, no. You can't die too. No, gosh, Bill. You've really screwed yourself over this time. Whatever. Activate the landing gear. We could be losing Bill very shortly here. This does not look like nearly the safest place that we should be landing. But you know, Kerbals take excessive risk, refuse to land on flat surfaces. Apparently, seems to be the Kerbal code of conduct from just basically everywhere. Oh god, we're coming down. Yeah, we're coming down on the side of a mountain, and there's no operational SAS. You know, you've screwed yourself. You've screwed yourself. There's no way we're gonna make this. There is no reasonable way ever we would make this. You're going. Man's got balls. He survived. He survived all right. I don't know how he did it, and don't kill yourself now after you've come this far. You just survived a landing, Bill. You just survived a landing. You can't die on me now. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Just right your craft. There. Yes. No. God. No. No. Stop rolling down a hill. Stop it. Stop it. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much. Okay. Take your observation. Okay. This is going to be worth 3 science. Go on an EVA. You know, don't get hit by whatever that is that's right there. Just don't do it. Just don't get hit by it. Okay. Take an EVA report because you are awesome that way. There we go. No, it probably wasn't necessary. Can we take a surface? We can't take surface samples yet? Really? Really? Really, game? You're going to do that to us? We can't surface sample. We just lost all that scientific data, and we spent all that money, and we gained pretty much nothing. So that's basically the story of my life in Kerbal Space Program. Let's recover, Bill. You know, you are a disappointment to Kerbal. You didn't even take a crew report? No. Okay. But you have one here. And apparently it's Sunday now. That's really cool. We'll keep the data. Recover. Bill, look what you've done. Bill, look what you've done. You didn't even let me talk about lights. I want to talk about incandescent and fluorescent lights. And I didn't even get to talk about them. Why, man? Why am I criticizing you in front of a microphone, in front of an audience? I don't know. This is really weird. Though we gained 15.9 science. We don't even have 45. If we were to cover that 22.5 science vessel, then we would have survived. We would have been able to continue with the space program, but instead we just wasted like $10,000 or Kerbal bucks or Kerbucks or whatever. Of course, Bill, you did gain 1 XP. Still a disappointment, though. An utter disappointment to Kerbal kind. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any suggestions on what we should do for next time, please make sure you leave a comment below. Otherwise... Wow, this is a really weird outro. Otherwise, we will see you guys next time!